Millstone, Georgia, a town so small, most people don't lock their doors. Church on Sundays, football on Fridays, and gossip every day in between. In a place like this, everyone knew Pastor Elijah Moore. He was the heart of Millstone, a man of God, a loving husband, a father of two boys, respected, trusted, even idolized. But behind the sermons and smiles, Pastor Elijah was hiding something that would tear the town apart. It started with a girl named Chloe Harper, 16, smart, quiet, loved poetry. She sang in the church choir and often stayed after service to help clean up. Her parents were devout members of the church, proud their daughter was close to God. But Chloe was getting too close to the pastor. No one noticed at first. The pastor would offer to drive her home from choir practice, help her with school assignments. He said she reminded him of his own daughter, if he'd had one. But texts soon turned flirty. Private meetings got longer. Then came the photos and the promises. He told her he loved her, that God had sent her into his life for a reason. He said he was in a loveless marriage, that she understood him like no one else did. And Chloe, young, naive, and hungry for affection, believed every word. But secrets don't stay buried forever. And Millstone was about to find out. It was Chloe's best friend, Samantha, who first grew suspicious. She saw the way Pastor Elijah looked at Chloe, how Chloe would blush, then deny it all. One day, Samantha borrowed Chloe's phone to play a game, then saw a message pop up. "Can't stop thinking about last night. You're my heaven on earth." She screenshot it, sent it to herself, and told her mom. Within 48 hours, it spread like wildfire. By Monday morning, every church elder had seen the texts. By Tuesday, Chloe's parents confronted Elijah. He denied everything, said someone faked the messages, said Satan was working against him. But then Chloe broke. In tears, she confessed the entire thing. The late nights, the touching, the motel visits out of town, the gifts, even the threats. Because when Chloe tried to end it, he turned violent. "You ruined me," he said, "and I'll ruin you." But she wasn't the only one he threatened. When Elijah's wife, Marianne, found out, she didn't scream. She didn't cry. She packed a bag, took the kids, and left. She filed for divorce the same day and reported him to the police. But that wasn't the end. It was just the beginning. The case went public. The church expelled him. His name was plastered across every local news site. He was arrested and charged with statutory rape, coercion, and abuse of power. Bail was set at $250,000. But before the trial began, something strange happened. A body was found. Samantha Harper, Chloe's best friend, the girl who exposed everything, was found dead behind the town's abandoned high school. Cause of death: blunt force trauma to the head. The town was in shock. How could this happen? Police investigated, and what they uncovered shocked even the investigators. On the night of Samantha's murder, her phone had received a blocked call. Records showed it pinged near Pastor Elijah's mother's house, 2 hours from Millstone. But security footage showed Elijah wasn't at home that night. His ankle monitor, which was required as part of his bail, had been disabled for 3 hours. It didn't make sense until someone came forward. A man named Brandon Tate, a former church janitor, claimed Pastor Elijah paid him $3,000 to take care of a problem. He said Elijah told him someone was threatening to ruin Chloe's life with lies. Brandon admitted he followed Samantha the night she died. He confronted her. Things got out of hand. The police arrested Brandon, but the real question was, did Elijah order a hit on a teenage girl? Brandon refused to say more, said he feared for his life. Meanwhile, Chloe went into hiding. She dropped out of school, deleted all social media. Her parents moved her to a different state. They said she barely spoke anymore. When the trial began, the courtroom was packed. Elijah still claimed innocence. He said Chloe made it up, that the photos were fake, that Brandon acted on his own. But the evidence was overwhelming. Hundreds of texts, GPS logs, motel receipts, Brandon's testimony, Chloe's emotional breakdown on the witness stand. Then came one last twist. During the trial, it was revealed that Elijah had done this before. In 2014, a woman came forward anonymously saying Elijah had groomed her when she was 15. The church paid her family $20,000 to stay quiet. No one filed charges. It was buried until now. After weeks of testimony, the jury found Elijah Moore guilty on all charges. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Brandon Tate received 25 years for manslaughter, and Samantha Harper's family, left shattered, moved out of Millstone for good. The church was boarded up. Donations dried out. The town lost faith, literally. And Chloe? She's slowly trying to rebuild her life. But trauma leaves deep scars. Scars that no court verdict can erase. In the end, Millstone lost more than a pastor. They lost their innocence, their trust, their belief that evil couldn't wear a smile and stand behind a pulpit. Because in the end, the person everyone trusted the most was the one who destroyed them all. 2 months after Elijah Moore was sentenced, an anonymous envelope arrived at the Millstone Gazette. No return address, just a flash drive and a note that read, "He wasn't the only one." Inside the flash drive were video clips, security camera footage, hidden recordings, and even voice memos. What they revealed was horrifying. There were others, young girls, at least 4. Over the course of 10 years, all from the church, all underage, all groomed, manipulated, and discarded. Some had moved away, some had been paid off, and one was found dead in 2017. It was ruled a suicide at the time. A girl named Emily Reese, just 16, hung herself in her parents' barn. Her diary was never made public, until now. The flash drive contained photos of her journal pages, where she wrote, "He says I'm chosen, but it feels like sin. I want to tell someone. But who would believe me over Pastor Elijah?" The journal was found burned in a backyard fire pit behind Elijah Moore's house. And the person who leaked the drive was Mary Ann, his ex-wife. That's right. Turns out Mary Ann had known about at least one incident from years ago. She had found a letter from one of the girls in Elijah's coat pocket. He told her it was nothing, just a teen girl having a crush. He made her feel guilty, ashamed for even suspecting him. So she kept quiet until Chloe. When the new scandal broke, Mary Ann started digging. She went through old records, boxes, journals, even the church's old video archives. And when she found evidence of the cover-up, the same one involving hush money and church board silence, she snapped. She realized she hadn't just been married to a predator, she had helped protect one. The leaked files led to a full investigation into Millstone Baptist Church. 3 elders were arrested for obstruction of justice. 1 fled the country. The church was permanently shut down and its assets seized by the state. Meanwhile, Elijah's 2 sons, now teenagers, were pulled from school and placed in protective therapy. One of them, Jake Moore, later told a counselor, "My dad made me swear to never open the basement door. I think there were tapes down there." A search warrant confirmed his suspicion. In Elijah's basement were dozens of hidden tapes, some labeled with initials, others just dates. Some had been destroyed, but several remained intact. And what they showed was beyond disturbing. Authorities never released the footage publicly, but prosecutors confirmed that Pastor Elijah had been filming his encounters for years, even the ones with Chloe. It wasn't just a scandal, it was a pattern, a sickness, a system. The FBI got involved. They believed he may have been sharing the footage online, part of a dark network. Millstone became the center of a federal investigation. And Chloe? She was offered full witness protection, but she declined. She said she didn't want to disappear, that too many girls were silenced already. So instead, she started speaking out. In 2024, she did an anonymous interview with a major true crime podcast. And in it, she said, "He made me believe I was special, that I was chosen. But now I know I wasn't the only one. I was just one of many. And if speaking up means stopping him from hurting someone else, even if it breaks me, I'll keep talking." Chloe became the voice for the voiceless. Elijah Moore was later convicted on 15 additional counts, including possession of child exploitation material, intimidation, and conspiracy. He was moved to a federal maximum security prison, and yet, to this day, there are still unanswered questions. Why didn't the church speak up sooner? How many people looked the other way? And how many victims never came forward? Because in small towns like Millstone, where people believe in their neighbors, in their pastors, in appearances, monsters don't hide under beds. They preach from the pulpit. And sometimes the truth doesn't just shock a town, it shatters it. Hit that like button and subscribe for more disturbing true crime stories.